What's up YouTube, it's DistrictRC back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the unboxing of this Redcat Volcano EPX Pro. And I all want to say EXP Pro, but it's not what it is. This is the blue variant, and the box is heavily beat up, but it was supposed to be mostly new. So we'll see if that's actually true. The fact that I didn't have to cut tape is not very hope-inducing. And I saw the pictures of it, and it seemed to be pretty good on the eBay listing, and I got it for cheaper than new. Oh, wow. Well, the body sure wasn't any indication of how the truck looks. Standard Redcat radio. Pretty good radio. Last guy? I don't remember. And then the truck itself. Let's get the body pins off. See how it looks underneath. Alright. I know it doesn't come with a battery or charger, so that's nothing to be unexpected. This thing is, okay, it is definitely used. You can see the rust on the springs on here. A little bit of grass right there. A lot of rust. But, let's see. Does everything work? That's a lot of play before it engages. That's not very hope-inducing. Oh, the drive shafts are rusty as well. The shocks can be in a little bit higher position, but they are threaded metal body shocks, which is nice. They all seem to be pretty good on oil. Double shocks, which is interesting. Okay, this chassis layout reminds me a whole lot of that Energy. The i10MT. Obviously it's... Oh! I'm going to pause the video and get that truck out really quick. Okay, got the i10MT. I'm going to compare the chassis and see what the differences are. I know the A-arms are different because the Redcat has 2 shocks per corner versus the Energy only has 1. That tire's loose. Actually, the wheels. Oh no, the wheels are different. Okay, let's face them the same direction. Same motor tie-down style, although the trays are different. The chassis is different. The Redcat one is kind of tapered in, whereas this one's straight. Bumpers are different. Obviously, the Energy doesn't have a rear bumper. Underneath the chassis. Yeah, here you can see where I'm talking about the taper in versus this one's straight. Yeah, okay, they're not the same chassis. They're pretty similar as far as just like a pan chassis goes, where they can put a bunch of different of the same or similar vehicles on it, but they are indeed different. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and take the Energy out now. Okay, keeping going over the Redcat now. It has a Redcat motor and ESC that says it's waterproof. I don't know how much I trust that. 2 to 3S capable. Nice independent switch, which you see on a lot of the RCs. Redcat receiver, receiver. Hex fly. Doesn't have the torque spec on it, but hex fly is what Redcat always uses for their servos. Nice big bumper in the back. Nice, not quite as big bumper in the front. You'd think it'd be bigger in the front than the back, but oh well. They might be interchangeable. Actually, they might not be. I don't know. Shocks. Ooh. Okay, there it did. It did bottom out. The body. Okay, got a nice guard back here. Nice roof skids. Ooh, that body is thin as a piece of paper. Oh, the windows are thicker, though. That's interesting. Okay, so this part here is really thin. And then this This part here where my finger is and the sticker is, that's thicker. The windows are even thicker than that. Can't really get my fingers between the roof. I think the roof is the thickest part. The wheel wells are a little bit thicker. It's yeah, about as thick as this part of the body. This part right here is extremely thin. And that's the part where it's going to rip the easiest, so I don't like that. But also, you're going to be more protected from cracks. That part's actually pretty thick too, in the front windshield. Yeah, all of this top part seems to be really nice and thick on the plastic. Oh, even the front hood is quite thick. The back, well, the back's not as thick. It's more like it's the same thickness as the sides here, this part. So that's another vehicle with different thicknesses on the body going throughout. I really wish that the sides were more thick, but I guess at the end of the day, I could just do the screw glue and drywall tape mod, put that right here and call it a day. Tires, vented through the wheel. There is foam inside of it. They slide really easily. I doubt there's going to be a center diff in here. Let's see. Yeah, there's no center diff. I don't like how much movement there is. See the back. Oh no, the backs are pretty tight. But the front, there's a lot of employment. I'm going to tighten the front wheel real quick and see if that fixes it. Okay, I tightened the wheel and that's still a lot of play before it engages the drive shaft. Whereas on the back, that's it. I don't really like how wobbly the wheels are. The back ones aren't super bad. I think if I tighten up this piece here on both sides, that'll solve it. But the front, that's really bad. I'm wondering if the bearing inside of the wheel hub is gone. That one's fine, but that's a lot of steering movement. On that side, not at all. So, it doesn't come with a battery, but it does come with a Dean's plug, and I got plenty of batteries that run Dean's. So, let me grab a couple of those and see if they fit really quick. Alright, these are my two batteries that are Dean's. Oh, that one's like perfect. This one is the Team Associated battery. That one's perfect as well. A little bit of back and forth movement, but I've got some foam I could put in either end. And this is the Maverick Quantum Flex battery. So both of them will fit. They're also both 5200 milliamp hour, hard case, soft case. I said it backwards. This one's the hard case, this one's the soft case. 80C, 100C, so not much difference there. Let's see, do we have specs on the motor? No, I don't have specs on the ESC. I have all the specs on a spreadsheet that I'll show in a later video. Also, along with the length, width, height, ground clearance, wheelbase, all that's in the same spreadsheet. Along with the prices that they would originally cost if I bought them new, and the prices that I ended up getting the trucks for. I do like the blue anodizing. If I had purchased the truck new though, I would have gotten the orange one. Because, pardon me, got a lot of vehicles with blue on them. I like blue, what can I say? And so that's why I wanted to kind of change it up, but I like blue, so I'm not complaining. The front sits lower than the rear, I think. But that also could be just how much pre-compression in the shocks. But yeah, nothing appears to be broken on the truck. Appears to run good. If there is anything broken, like some of the electronics actually, I'll just test it out really quick. Hope there's not any broken on the electronics, because that's going to be annoying. No batteries. Let me put batteries in real quick. Okay, got batteries in the transmitter now. Upside down. Right on off switch. Alright, that's centered. Let's see. Slow, but works. Verse. Okay, over tighten this tire. Oops. A little more. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, right, I gotta make sure this fits over the top still. Yep, it does. It bends a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. It's nice and straight, not a whole lot of anything to make it not bend. So, truck works, good to know. I wonder, give me a sec. I've got a whole bunch of programming cards in here. I still need to get Spectrum and Team Associated. Actually, I'm going to try the Team Associated on the Hobby Wing. That's not Hobby Wing. And just see. Both of these two are Chinese. Those are for the Chinese ESCs. That's for the Chinese ones as well. Less control though. And this doesn't look like a Hobby Wing at all. If I had to take a gander, I'd say this is going to be the one to work, but we're just going to go down the list and see which ESC can program, which programmer can program this ESC, if any of them can. I know it can be programmed because it's got the button switch. That's interesting. Okay, off camera, I'm going to try and tighten the stuff up really quick, and then I'll get back on and let y'all know if it worked to tighten everything up. Okay, I got the problem mostly fixed. This tire, a lot less back and forth. This one, same. It still goes this way just a little bit. But I don't think I'm going to really eliminate that entirely. Same thing with the back here, like the top movement, significantly lower. Although the side-to-side movement is still there. I tried to fix that, but I think it's the part where the A-arm mounts to the hub carrier. It's a little bit loose. Whereas on this side, it's not. So, not much I can do about that without replacing the entire part, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. It shouldn't have a whole lot of effect on the driving experience on grass, at least. On concrete, for high-speed runs, it probably will, but I think I can manage. Yeah, and the way I solved the issue on these two tires with it being quite as wobbly on the tire itself, I'll link a video in the description that I posted years ago at this point, called a cheap and easy way to fix wobbly RC tires. If you want to know how to do just that, what the video says, go watch the video. It's my most viewed video on the channel. And also it's just extremely helpful in general. Got a lot of really good comments saying that they loved the fix, and it was just as it said, cheap and easy. I think that's all. I've already tested the tires. They're quite new condition, but not the most firm, not the most soft ever. It is not a true monster truck, as the motor and diffs are in a line. I did some figure out what this issue was, why there's so much play. And that's that it's turning the front differential, the middle shaft, and then the back differential before it locks up and turns the other tire. So I would guess there's a pretty decently thick center or diff fluid, front and rear, in order for it to want to do that. Probably thicker in the front so that it doesn't want to just diff out and balloon really badly. I hope that's how they set it up, because that's the way you want to set up RC vehicles, so they actually can pull wheelies better, and overall they just have more traction. Otherwise they're just going to diff out really bad. The front tires are going to just swell up, and then it's direct drive. What am I talking about? That only really happens if you have a center diff. This one doesn't have a center diff. All of what I just said is true, but not relevant. Okay. I like the bumpers, I like the double shocks, I like the blue. I can't program the power system, which is annoying. You're going to have to find a manual and do it manually. But other than that, I think it's going to be a pretty fun truck. Crossing my fingers. I got it for this price. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one.